I'm standing here with Nynne from Rollespilsfabrikken. Nynne, where are we now?
We are at the Roleplaying factory in Copenhagen, and there's a party because of a week in Denmark before Knudepunkt. And this is our main area, this is our chill zone, where we will hang out and do like costumes, and we will have these parties, hang out and talk about LARP. This is the place where we will do children's LARP from. And then we will use the sort of little funding we get from the children's LARP to do adults LARP as well.
Can we check out some of the other rooms?
Yeah, let me show you the storeroom.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so now we're in the storeroom. A bit more quiet in here.
Yeah, it's a bit more quiet. This is our workshop place, where we will build props and latex swords and so on.
Okay, have you built anything interesting in here?
No, I will normally sew clothing and work in leather.
Okay, what's the most boring piece of equipment you have sewn? Like 1,000 of something?
Oh, what's it called? A padded jacket.
Yeah,
Armored jacket.
like gambeson or acketon.
Yeah. One of these made in hand.
Okay,
yeah.
But not like 1,000 of something for the kids?
No, somebody else has done that. So
Okay.
so somebody will have.
Good choice for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything more interesting in here?
Yeah. Let's just enjoy.
Okay, I like this one over here. That's kind of cool.
This is Lord Croak, and he is a character from Warhammer, which we used in a adult lab some years ago. We built it. It's a stuffed animal. It's a big bear inside him, which we will wrap around in racks.
But was it moving or anything, or was it like more like a totem, a mummy or something?
It was carried by 4 lizard men. 4 players played lizard men, and then they would speak on Lord Croak's behalf.
Okay, that's that's really cool. But that's but so you also do like this not normal but adult LARPs that are not the kids activities.
Yeah, we have both done labs for, first and foremost the kids, and then we have done teenager labs for teenagers, high school labs, and we have done all sorts of adult labs, from really serious ones to really silly ones. So we are a lot of different people who will like to work in different things and make different labs.
Yeah. Like I heard that you did something in Roskilde Kyrka today, the Roskilde Church. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, there was a big we were in this church in Roskilde, big cathedral, and we had around 3,000 youngsters coming there because they had sort of speaks from the priest, and then they would go out and do small labs, small moral dilemmas, which we will perform in the church, and then they would have to make some difficult choices, like should I forgive adultery or should I give the homeless people food and so.
Yeah, and this was like contemporary setting, not fantasy or anything.
No, it was contemporary, and we played all around in the church, like in grave chambers and so on.
Yeah. It seems to be like quite a lot of props in this. It's from costumes to like big monsters and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of costumes over there, and then we have all this military stuff here, because we have done a lot of military labs as well.
You did. I've seen pictures of you did World War II LARPs with small kids.
Yeah, we also did that. They were playing Nazis and communists. Actually, that was quite conventional.
Controversial or
controversial? Yeah, controversial.
But so what was what's the point of putting school children like as communists? How old were they?
They were from 8 years old and upwards to around 14. I think.
Okay. And what was the point of that game, or was it just like, was it only for fun, or did they learn anything?
No, of course they learned a lot. They learned really a lot. One of the small kids afterwards, I think he was about 9, said, "Now I know why I won't be a soldier when I grow up," for instance.
Yeah, that's by playing with weapons. But that's really cool, because as I learned about that, it's like, did they really do like kids playing Nazis on a game? And I mean, it's really controversial, but of course. So I mean, could you name some of the other like settings you've done for like kids game and games for schools? Could you talk a bit about like what? I mean, you can do. Just tell me about a few different genres that they work with.
Yeah, we have done some high school labs where you sort of have that. This is teen labs, and they sort of playing like Beverly Hills at a high school. And then some of us will be playing the teachers, and they will have sort of this teen drama thing. Then we have done post-apocalyptic settings, very classical Fallout, Mad Max style. And fantasies, we also had a vampire campaign, which just stopped. We had that one for a half a year.
And this is all of these games. They're like. Is it anyone? I mean, well, Rollespilsfabrikken, I guess, is both an association, like a Swedish förening, but also a company that does these things for the schools. I mean, how does that work? It's really does both things, sort of.
No, some people will do both things. So a couple of guys from here will have a company, and then we will help each other out. So sometimes we will work for the company, and sometimes for the association.
Okay, so the association mainly does kind of not ideological, idealt, like work for free, like non-profit work.
Yeah. We are volunteers, most of us, most of the time.
Yeah, and then, but I've heard like from, I think Klaus Rauster talked about you, like someone like this church thing maybe, or some school heard that you do this kind of events for kids or youngsters, and then you can, they hear about you, and then they call you and want to like, can we do a game with you or something like that?
Yeah.
Could you work with this subject or something?
Yeah, that will happen often. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happens then? Do you design a game for them, or about like?
Well, sometimes I guess we will design a game, but that varies. Most of us is just like, we are this association, but we are also just like a big group of friends. So we will do what we would like to do, and sometimes it will fit in what people would want us to do, and sometimes not. But mostly it's sort of creative community down here. And
do you have any like this game I really remember something from, or do you have like? I guess you have a lot of special memories from here. How? I just need to ask you 2 questions. Like, how long have you been into this organization, and how long has it existed? And like, do you have any like special memory to end this movie with?
Oh well, yeah. First of all, I think I've been part of this for 3 years, maybe 2 years, maybe, and it has existed in I don't know. I would say around 7 years, but I could be wrong, more or less, perhaps. Yeah. And special memories. I think actually the parties is some of the most like legendary. The after parties we will try.
I heard about the Danish after party, after live tradition. It's big in Norway, big in Denmark, not so big in Sweden, that I know.
It's very big here, and has been thrown some really amazing parties. After the laps, which is of course...
It's kind of cliche that the Danish like, no, not the laps, it's the drinking. But maybe not the drinking, but like the fun of it. Okay. But thanks a lot, Nynne, for talking a bit of Rollespilsfabrikken here in Copenhagen.